started, most certainly. Yeah, I get it started. Just ride the way, if you ride the way, shawty ride the.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Solo E, and in this video, I basically done crazy back testing and a 1-minute scalping strategy that I literally made for any type of beginner. If you have no time to read the charts, but you want to become a scalper, this is what I'm going to be showing you guys in this video on how you can pretty much have a perfect win ratio. And I mean by 90%, not over exaggerating, but just real facts. We're going to be back testing this live. I'm going to be showing you guys this nice little 1-minute scalping strategy using some indicators for those that just don't have the time to trade. This is what you guys can use to kind of get you in and get you out ASAP. Now, before we get into it, I got to show you the settings that we're using. This is ChartPrime. If you guys ever need that information, that is down below. You are able to actually use my code if you want to. However, like I said, we're just going to get straight to it. One of the indicators that you will be grabbing is the moving average. And for the moving average, we have it length at 26. Our source is at close. Offset is at 0. But I set my method to EMA, and then I set that length to 5. Now, once you guys have the ChartPrime indicator, you will want to come up top here to invite only scripts. Once you select that, you'll see all the indicators here. The one I like the most is the market oracle, and then also I went ahead and got the isolator as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab that, the market oracle, and then we're going to change a couple of things. Now, if you guys see here, what I already selected is signal mode. I went with trend line mode. One other one I really like a lot is reversal mode. So we're going to play around with that. And then also they have this enable legacy trend mode. We're going to take that all out. Trend sensitivity, this is if you have it enabled, so you don't have to worry about that. Everything else you can just leave it how it is because we don't have that going on. But if you guys want to change the color mode, you can put it at normal candles or odd trends or strong trends. I just got a normal. And then for additional settings, I got dynamic, and then I also selected peak seeker signals as well. And then the trend line sensitivity is 25. And then I have the dashboard. We're going to actually set that on or off. That dashboard should be this area here. So once you have that either set, you're all good to go. Now, what we're going to go ahead and do is go back to the settings here. The style, guys, this has not been changed, but you can, if you want to, change the colors, but we're going to keep everything how it is. Now with the isolator, guys, when we select the isolator, I pretty much have it very simple. So I have my bearish divergence on, I also have hidden bearish divergence, I have bullish divergence, and I have hidden divergence. I have a maximum distance between points 35, and then I have the minimum distance between at 2. So the colors, you can leave that how it is. If you guys want to change it, you absolutely can. But this is why I found this indicator to be top tier, because this is all divergence, but a lot of people don't understand what divergence really is. So just to break it down, divergence is basically saying if you notice that you have a divergent, which is really telling you that if you notice market is creating a lower low from the previous low, but then if you look at the actual market and it's doing the opposite, that is telling you that either the supply of the market is very high and the demand is weak, or it's telling you the demand is very high and the supply is weak. And that is also telling you that there needs to be a reversal because there's just nothing's balanced. So that's why I love divergence. A lot of people just don't know how to properly trade it, but I'm going to teach you how to trade it with this indicator. So we're basically looking for the possible downtrend signal to print, which is exactly what you guys should see now. And then all we're simply doing is right when we see that potential or possible downtrend, we're going to be looking for some sales, but we have to still do one little simple thing. This is why we have the moving averages. So if you do see a possible downtrend and then you're looking at your moving averages, it is best to let that market price action pass through the moving averages. So you do want the moving averages to be above price while you also have divergence happening in the chart. Because when market creates divergence, it will obviously show you. Now, if you guys want to change the color, you absolutely can. We can even go black just to make it seeable. You guys can go black, and then we can also do the lower color black as well, just to make it seeable. I'm not really caring for anything else because I know exactly what's going on. So I don't really care for oversold or overbought, which, that's something that doesn't pique my interest. But As you guys see here, it does say when it's oversold, overbought, yes, but we're not using that for that. We're only just using it for divergence, and that's it. So basically, all we simply want to do is take a sell right when we see that it's printed, and then our TP is going to be as simple as shorting it here. We're going to have our stop loss needs to always be above that most recent high, and then our TP will be literally the next low that has not been tested yet. You guys can have a TP there, or I'm giving you guys two options. You can also just simply look for a 101, and then we can take the trade there. That is all we're going to do every time we see this, and we're going to back test this to see how this is. Like I said, guys, this is something you guys can use. I am trying to do my best to give you guys some simple stuff. Now, if you guys want to get more advanced, absolutely, we can do that. But I know I got a lot of people in my comments like, yo, this is too much liquidity, all this and that. What can we do that can kind of have that same rhythm of what you trade? So this is what I found, and we're going to go ahead and take this. Now, this video, by the way, is not sponsored, so I don't want you guys to think that, oh, he's talking about this because it's sponsored. No, this particular video is not sponsored. They did give me a solo 20 code, which I can actually use to a lot of my students, which I do provide to a lot of my students, but it is not sponsored. So they didn't tell me, hey, E, can you make a video on our actual indicator? I personally love this indicator because it gives you everything that I trade. And I know I'm jabbering, but they go over Elliott wave, they got chart patterns, they got a lot of stuff that I use to trade. So I found this indicator is definitely beneficial. So we simply look here, we immediately got TP to smash at the 101. Now let's say if we were looking for a TP to come to this level, we peaked there right about there. So we end up catching a winner for that trade. Beautiful play, right? So now what we want to do is, once we get divergence, we then want to look for another opportunity. However, the trend is going down. We just broke this trend line from this indicator that printed. So this could mean a stronger demand in the market. So we can definitely see what can happen off this. So we're going to go ahead and play it through. Let's actually slow it down. I want to make sure we're not missing any opportunities in the market. And then now you guys see we got a strong uptrend. Now, since we got the strong uptrend, we don't just always rely on one indicator. We use multiple things. So I see we don't have any divergence going on. So this could tell me, yes, this could be in our favor, but it could tell me it could be a fake out, because at the end of the day, overall, the bigger picture is this still a downtrend. Short term, we see it going up, which makes sense. So this is now where you guys can scale down further. I'm on a 1 minute, and we're staying on a 1 minute though, and I don't want to mess up that. But if you guys want to scale down further, you can, but we're not talking about that now. So we're just going to ignore this trade and just wait to see what happens. Now, as you guys see, we have another printed downtrend. Now, we don't have any divergence, because when you guys do get divergence, it will show a line just like what you're seeing over here. You got your line. So I kind of want to look for that as well, because I just don't want to take trades, because 9 times out of 10, in reality, what could actually be happening is it's just consolidating. So we want to kind of stay away from that as much as possible. And as you guys see, market is in consolidation. So now you see we got divergence from this line, and this is why I love this, because it's telling you what divergence is happening. We got a bullish divergence and a bearish divergence. So now I just want to see what could we get from our actual print. We got the strong uptrend here. So just based off of this previous divergence, which was here, we should have got it printed here, but we don't have anything printed here, so we're not going to take that trade. Now you guys see here, we have divergence, and then we have our downtrend, and it broke this moving average, which is beautiful. So now what we can do is go ahead and take our short position. We can put our stop loss resting there, and we simply look for a 101. In the midst of you looking for a 101, you want to also look for resting lows that never been tested yet. So if we look left, you guys see we have a low here, as well as some lows here. So we can also take it here. So if we look for our first 101, which is here, we're going to actually go ahead and mark this just in case. And then also for everybody else, we're going to take it to these lows and see if we can smash it. So as you guys see, immediately we smash with a 101. We smash the second TP if we wanted to ride it further. And then let's see if we get third TP smash as well. And as you guys see, we didn't get that smash, because at this point we could have just moved our stop loss to break even. So far, we are doing okay with this nice little simple strategy. We have 2 winners. We're basically being patient with this, guys. We're not trying to rush anything, and we're not trying to force any trades. So all we're simply doing is waiting on diversions to create. In the midst of that, we're looking at our moving averages to give us the overall bias of a short-term buy or a short-term sell for a short-term trend. And then the bigger trend line that you guys see here is giving us that longer-term bias of a longer, strong trend or a short trend of it going opposite direction. So we're just going to keep playing this through. I know, like I said, it's consolidating, which once again, if we stick to our simple rules, guys, we will be okay. All right, so here is a trade, and this is what I want to talk about. So this trade right here, as you see, we got a downtrend. However, of us getting this downtrend, we have no divergence. So that being said, we cannot take this trade because this can be a simple fake out, but as you see, it did play out beautiful. And this happens. I don't want you guys to get discouraged because you see it. Oh, I should have gotten this trade. This is why 90% of traders fail, because they force a trade like this, and when they see a trade like this, they get mad because they missed out on this opportunity. So then when they try to see that same opportunity, it doesn't play out like this. And I'm telling you guys, from 5 years going into 6 years of experience, this is the biggest thing that I see a lot of traders, especially new traders, do. So don't get caught in this lingo. You will always have opportunity, especially for being a scalper, and especially being on a 1 minute. I'm only just using NASDAQ because I like NASDAQ. It's very volatile, and I just want to show you guys that fast pacing still applies, and it applies in any market. So you do not have to ask me, hey, E, will this work in crypto or whatever? Yes, it will work in any market. So notice right here we got divergence. Now notice how we did not get a possible or strong uptrend, but what we do have are our little arrows. Now I didn't talk about this yet, but yes, you can actually use this in your advantage as well to trade. However, for me, I am still sticking with the downtrend and the strong uptrend because I know ultimately I am going to have more winning trades using this method than following this, because I'm counter trend trading at this point, and I don't like that. So we're not going to get in these type of trades, because if we do, we probably will get stopped out. So we're just going to be patient and just wait to see what we can get. Now, as you guys see, market is still heading down, and this is perfectly fine. We are a-okay, and we can still hold and wait. All right, so I see that we got divergence from here to here. So we can see that we have this strong sell. So now let's talk about this trade. Let's see if this can be a nice little winning trade. Stop loss will be resting up here. Now you guys can even go further up to this trend line since we are close around that, but I'm just going to put it resting there. And then we're just going to look for a simple one-to-one trade, which is right there. We look left. We're still on a 1 minute. I am not changing charts, guys. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. We look to see what lows needs to be mitigated. We see we have one here, and then as well as a couple here. So we can even take the trade to these levels down here. But in the midst of that, we're going to simply go ahead and see if this will end up being a winner. So as you guys see, we end up smashing TP once again with this, and we're doing okay. So if you would have took this trade, yes, you would have had all 3 TP smash. So this trade ended up being a overall winner for all 3, which is beautiful. What we're going to do is we're going to keep going on with this, because I just want to show you guys patience is key. Now, once again, you've seen here how we didn't get our setup. We didn't get anything here, but we got it right here. So if you guys just hold off your patience and just let that patience be your main thing of waiting on a trade, then you guys will be very successful. Now, I do have a risk management calculator. If you guys are very confused on what lot size to enter, you definitely want to use Hanko Trade, because Hanko Trade definitely gives you the ability to trade with a super small account. I'm talking about like $40, $100, trading NASDAQ 100. You can do mini lots, micro lots, and still make good money trading with Hanko Trade. So you definitely want to make sure you sign up with them if you aren't already, and then go from there, guys. So let's see if we can get another setup, because right now we got a 100%. So right here we have divergence. Now I want to show you guys divergence opposite direction, because we see market is shifted. So we see uptrend printed with this candle right here. So if we were to take this trade long position it, where was it printed? Right there. Our stop loss will be down here, and we have to look for a TP resting up here, which is a 101. Now this one is very risky. Why is this one very risky? Because it is going against the trend, the overall trend, but the short-term bias is we broke through this trend line, which confirms that we are going possibly up just short term. But I'm gonna show you guys this trade. The 101 trade actually kind of aligns with this high here that never been tested yet. And then we got some other highs here that we can see if we can test. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark these areas up. Let's see if we smash it. So as you guys see, this one ended up being a losing trade. Like I said, it is what it is. The main thing you guys want to focus on is following the overall trend, because the overall trend is definitely going to give you the true direction. Knowing that you have this red line here is going to kind of help you tell you that we should only be focusing on sales, because if we were to focus on just sales, we've seen that we had a, let's see, where was it at? Let's go ahead and put this back here because we got to keep that real. So we seen right here we got a strong selling market. So if we were to sell this one, we could have possibly sold it, put our stop loss, let's see, short it. We could have shorted right there, stop loss above there. We're looking for a simple 101 trade here. We look left, we see lows there. We also see another low that needs to be tested right here. So we could easily take this all the way down there, and then let's see if this would have been a winner. And as you guys see, that's a winner. So what I'm basically saying is, if you got a strong move going down, focus on that strong move. As you guys see, we had moves, a selling opportunity here, but we still made money even though the trend was strong. So I'm not saying that, oh, you should always do this, because obviously we had this winning trade right here. So what I'm getting at is you can still trade it both ways, because obviously we had a winning trade right here. The market was still a strong market going up, but we counter trend traded because of the moving average broke through. Same thing happened here, but it just decided to be strong going down. So it doesn't matter. What I'm getting at is you're not going to win every trade, but you're going to win a lot of trades. Obviously, we have a very high win ratio right now. Technically, if we were to get in this trade with the sense of us looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, we basically won 4 trades and lost 1. So that's a good RR with this nice little simple 1-minute strategy. And I'm not even going on any other time frame. Now, if you guys like these type of videos, of course, drop the like and drop the comments and subscribe to this, because I'm always going to come through with some fire gems, free gems at that, and more to you later. Y'all, peace, take care, Solo E.